Okay, we're joined from the student athletes from University of Virginia. If you have a question, please raise your hand and we'll get it started.
John Bonenkamp, Associated Press. For any of the players, this will be game 3 for you here. How comfortable are you guys here now, and how much momentum do you feel like you have right now?
I wouldn't say comfortable. I think you can't really get comfortable in the NCAA tournament. Like, obviously we're playing really good right now, clicking at the right time. But it's really important to stay high and not stay high, to stay even keel and not get too high, too low. And I think we're doing that. So, yeah.
Yeah, Samaya, Jeff Linder, Cedar Rapids Gazette. Just the challenges that Ava Hyde and Hannah Stolke provide inside for you guys.
I mean, she's a good player. I mean, you can't take any player, any team, lightly coming into the tournament. But I mean, it'll be a great matchup. She's real physical. Yeah, I mean, it'll be a great matchup.
Luke Neer, WINA, Virginia Sports Radio Network. Question for Romy. Is part of your role in this team to be aggressive early and to get this team off to a good start?
I'm just out there because, I'm playing hard because I love them. It's my last year. I came here for a reason, and I love my teammates. So I'm playing out there for them. I know I'm there for the energy. I'm there to do the little things, and I love my role. And I think I play into this role. So, yeah, love you guys.
Love you too.
Question for Mo. Just taking a look at the scope of this weekend, did you feel more freedom playing yesterday compared to, I guess, the grind of that first game? And is there a possibility you might even be more free as a team and as a group tomorrow?
I think the intensity defensively was still pretty much the same for me. They were sending 2 and 3 people at me. But I think, my teammates really stepped up. Samaya came out starting really, really aggressive from the jump. Romy hit big shots down the stretch. So I think, yes, it was a little bit more free, but, nothing's going to be easy, and we know that. Everybody, gives us their best shot, so, yeah.
And also, just the camaraderie of the team this week. I know you had the long California trip, but this one's just as long. It's going to end up being longer. Does that build as far as camaraderie, since you're doing the same thing, hotel, food, meal, bus, every single day? Yeah,
for sure. But I think it's great. It's a great experience. We're all having a really good time out here. We've been doing team bonding activities, things like that, recovering together. We're having a really good time. So, yeah.
You say that about team bonding activities. What are some of the things you guys have done?
Well, I think it was the second day we were here. Before we played Arizona State, we had a little team bonding activity where we just had tables set up in the team room. We had coloring books out for the people who wanted to be quiet and just color. We had a Skittles game. We had to separate all the Skittles by color. It was getting really intense. She lost, I think, every game. 20 And then we also had what was the last station? Uno. So yeah, we've just been getting being together. I mean, we see each other every meal, walk through everything. But yeah, it's been fun.
Any other questions? Hard to top that answer. So. Oh, Jeff.
Yeah, just how comfortable, and you don't want to say comfortable, but how confident are you that if this is a close game tomorrow, that you guys are going to come out on top? And you won a 2-pointer against Arizona State. You won in overtime yesterday.
Any of y'all have anything to say?
I think it's just all about winning. I mean, I think we all, are here to win. It's what we came here to do. I mean, it's like you said, we can't get comfortable. Anything can happen in the tournament, but we're excited to be here. We're having fun doing it together. So we do it for each other. But, I mean, at the end of the day, we're just looking to win. Yeah, for sure.
Question for all three of you. This is going to be the largest crowd you've ever played in front of, most likely. Just tell me the excitement to do that and the possibility to shush them.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in front of some crazy crowds. I think my first year, it was 12,000. Obviously, it's 15 or something here, but we experienced it yesterday. It was really loud, really hot in there. But it's great for women's basketball, and that's what we came here to do. We're on this stage, and we wouldn't want it any other way. So.
I mean, back home, it's like that. Europe is very much the same atmosphere, so I feel like I'm back home for a little bit, but I love it.
Anything else for the student athletes? Ladies, thank you so much. Good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.
All right, the floor is open for Coach. Whenever you're ready, raise your hand. We'll get you all set up.
Yeah, Luke Neer, WINA Radio, Virginia Sports Radio Network. Coach, could you compare and contrast this weekend in March Madness compared to some of your other stops along the way when you were in the round of 32 and even the Sweet 16 back at Missouri State? Can you just kind of compare and contrast these two, or three journeys, I could say?
I mean, every team is different. You know, even if you're at the same school and go multiple times, I think every team is different. Every experience is unique. With this one, it's been amazing for me just to watch our players and just see how happy everybody is and just exuding joy and how present we are and how we're just enjoying each other and creating these lasting memories. So I'm just really focused on that and for this group of young women to leave a legacy. You know, they all came here to be a part of something special, something that's bigger than themselves, and help get Virginia women's basketball back to the glory days that we all know and love. And so I'm just happy that they're living their dreams and they're leaving a legacy, and that's what I'm focused on, just staying present.
Coach John Bonenkamp, Associated Press, you talked about the chemistry of this team. How important is that this time of year, and how important is it in the situation you're in where you are now playing your third game in 5 days?
Yeah, I mean, somebody asked me that earlier, and, you do have to be together. That's the way that you make a run in March. That's how you win in March. You got to be together, and it's not just in the game, not outside of the playing, like outside of game time, outside of practice, outside of all that. You got to be together. You got to have good camaraderie, good synergy, good vibes within the group, and I think that's very important. But, playing 3 games, I mean, you want to be playing in March, so it doesn't matter. If we had to play every day, we would. They're not tired. I tell them that all the time. I say that in the summertime or even in preseason, come in, you're not tired. So nobody's tired in March, that's for sure. But also I think momentum and adrenaline and all that stuff carries you forward and gives you more energy. So our players are just hungry and eager to get out there again, and this is a great opportunity, amazing fan base. It was electric in there the other night, and we expect to see the same thing. So it's just a great environment for women's basketball, and it's just a blessing to have the opportunity to compete in that.
Coach, has your lineup flexibility as far as length and different abilities to guard helped you in all of these quick turnarounds against opponents? For example, Tabby and Kate are never going to be outsized, and Romy's always going to be able to have that length to guard a variety of different type of players. Has that helped at all your lineup versatility?
Yeah, I think versatility is one of our biggest strengths. It's a big part of my philosophy. I don't really like one-dimensional players. I love players that can do multiple things, and you can move them around, different positions, and also kind of pick apart the defense. So, but also on the other end, defending people and being able to, mix up different defensive schemes with versatile defenders is important too. But I think, this year we have bigs, that can really impact the game in the paint on both sides of the ball, and we have a lot of them, and so that's an advantage, and I think things are starting to click at the right time. But we also have Romy and Bree and some other big guards that can do some things too, play 3 and 4, and some athletic guards. So I think we have the pieces, and that's why we are where we are, and we've been successful. The difference right now is that we're just clicking at the right time. Everything's starting to come together. We're really bought in. Understanding everybody's roles, understanding what the game plan is, understanding how urgent you need to be to win in March, and I think that's been the difference.
Matt McGowan, Iowa. Coach, what do you see in your scouting report of Iowa?
Well, there's a lot of things in the scouting report of Iowa, but, Iowa's a great team, well coached. They play together. They have great chemistry. Very rhythm-based team. They run their stuff, their reads. They're on point with all of that. Great environment here, and you got to be extremely disciplined and understand the game plan and go and execute it. But I have a lot of respect for what they do and what she does, and obviously Jan's been here forever, but now that she's been a head coach, they haven't missed a beat, and I just have a lot of respect for her, this program, and just even the community, how they always show up and show out.
Your 2 wins here have been close games, and you've been able to make the plays down the stretch. What do you attribute that to? Is it just the leadership of this team and the kind of the things that you do?
Yeah, I mean, every game in March is going to be close, you know. Even in our conference was a dogfight every night. We were in quite a few overtime games this year. I don't even know the number. I want to say probably 5 or 6 maybe. So you learn through that, you know. And we closed out a lot of those games too. So I think we've been in those situations before, but you know, we worked quite a bit on urgency. Obviously, it's no secret we didn't finish the season the way we wanted to, the regular season. And through those close games and those tight losses that we had in our last 3 games before Selection Sunday, we used that week to get better. You know, we had to get better. We had to get more urgent defending, understand offensive looks and execution, understand everybody's roles. I challenged them quite a bit during that week, but then we also did some team bonding where we could come together and understand that, you know, when we hit adversity, we can't go our separate ways. We got to, you know, persevere through it together. So I think there was a lot of growth we had really after the ACC tournament, before the NCAA tournament. So all of that kind of contributes into why we're doing what we're doing now.
Coach, after reviewing the film, the three-point shooting was at a really high level with Mo and Romy, and Bree even came in and hit one. It got contagious, which can happen in March. How do you produce that again tomorrow? Confidence,
you know. Tomorrow's not promised. We just got to keep fighting for tomorrow. You know, that's what we're talking about. One more, you know. Fight for one more day, one more opportunity to create memories together, one more opportunity to practice, one more opportunity to play, one more opportunity for our seniors, just one more, you know. And so you can't leave anything up for chance. You can't, you know, second guess yourself. You think about, oh, should I shoot this shot? No, you just got to be all in, believe, trust in the work, and, you know, just go out there and help each other out too. You know, so if somebody's struggling shooting, give them confidence that we believe in them. So that's basically what it is. I mean, we've had games where we shot it pretty well, you know, but right now we can't have bad shooting nights, you know, and if we do, we better be creating some offense from our defense. So it's just about leaving it all out there for 40 minutes.
Last of all, you've had the message all year long of to play with joy. Where are they in that threshold right now?
I think we are playing with joy, and, you know, we have multiple times this year, but I think it's kind of, you see it even when we're just walking around and they're hanging out and doing things like that. We've been doing some things together. They've been playing some games and stuff like that in the hotel, but even when they do recovery and just seeing them laugh and joke, which they always do pretty much off the court, but it's translating onto the court now too. And I think we're playing with that energy. Even when, you know, the other team is punching back, we stop the bleeding and, you know, we're celebrating each other, bench is into it, all of that. So that's a big part of it. I mean, March Madness, that's what you see. It's about joy, it's about passion, it's about, you know, the will to win, it's about togetherness, all of that. So I love that our team is embodying that.
Okay, anything for Coach? Coach, thank you so much. Good luck tomorrow.
All right, thank you.